Impossible Battle 19, and holy Jesus, sweet mother of God, holy crap. This is 2,800 against 8,200, so we're outnumbered 3 to 1 by a Hattori horde as the Takeda, with some elite light cavalry, some katanas, really vanilla katanas, some bow ronin, a bow samurai, decent amount of Yari Ashigaru, and a garrison, and an upgraded fort. Oh man, this is Echizen. We are on a hill with an upgraded Echizen, and we're against a lot of samurai, a lot of Yari samurai, a lot of bow samurai. These bow samurai are elite, these ones are not, and all these samurai are not elite. But there's a lot of high XP Yari samurai here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 Yari samurai. Just Yari samurai 19. I'm not even going to bother counting everything else. But we've got a lot of Yari samurai and a lot of bow samurai, and to deal with it, we have a reasonably well balanced army. What we don't have is matchlocks or specialty units like katana cavalry, but we have 3 units of Takeda light cavalry. This one is super elite, these two have improved charge. So we're going to rely on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. These 6 units are going to be the Swiss Army knife that dismantles and humiliates this horde of 9,000. That's the plan. Let's see how well I do. I've got some ideas. This save comes to me from SGT Angel from the Discord server, and he says, basically the 2 Hattori armies in the back had been hidden, waiting for the 3rd army to arrive for the siege. The bow ronin were from a bribed army I could not be arsed to deal with, but they were low in unit size and had maybe 2 turns worth of replenishment. There's a copious amount of fucking Yari samurai consistent with the AI's boner for them, as well as several bow samurai which make it a chore too. Yep, so this is just a case of overcoming a really formidable horde with finesse, so let's see how we do. And yeah, this is the fort on a hill. This is similar to Pink Mist. It might be exactly the same, because we've got the hill here against this wall, and they come in from the edge down here. Yeah, so it might end up being similar to that in some ways. I think that was number 16 in this series. Nobukado against Yasunaga. Yeah, the Hattori bringing this many to the fight is rare. Hattori units are expensive.
いざ武田の武者どもよ、己の役目を忘れるな。立ちさばきを天に任せれば、おのずと運は開かれる。敵軍を地獄に送るのじゃ。一歩たりとも後退せんぞ。わしは最後まで戦う。お主らもきっと同じ考えであろう。服部に脅されでもしない限り、服部を褒める人間など聞いたことがない。服部しすべし。ここは実にすごいよの。大屋島広しといえど、これにかなう城はないじゃろう。我が軍の力が加わらば、その凄さが増すというものじゃ。今日の戦、お主らに不名誉は一切ない。お主らは一門の歴史に名誉ある一環を書き加えるだけじゃ。
Post commentary. Time to share in the delight. So I'm going with my favourite setup at the moment for the cavalry, which is groups of 2. So 2 groups of 2 for the 4 units, and then also a group of all the katanas together And that's it for the tactical fast movers. Then we're going to have all the Yaris in a group apart from the garrison one, which is expendable and is going to have a rear guard role. And then I'm going to spread out the Yaris here and use them to deny access to this part of the map. We're going to have to first deal with a big cluster to the left. So they're going to be surrounding the fort, and they're going to push on the fort from up to the left there. So I need to immediately deal with them and then handle the reinforcements if that goes well. And bows are simply not effective enough to keep up and play a role in the main fight. So the best way to use the bows in this fight, as with a lot of these siege defences, is to have them passively hold walls and buy time. So that's what these bows are going to be doing. Even the Ronin. So they're guard moded, holding the walls, and we're ready. Pushing front left first of all. Here we go. Alright, rushing for that hill. So I'm putting the katanas and the cavalry on the hill, taking the high ground on them, and I want to be fighting from that high ground down that really steep slope. And I'm bringing some Yari Ashigaru to support, because we really need the Yari Ashigaru in this fight. Even though we have katanas and cavalry, I need the Yari Ashigaru to support the katanas. Katanas need to be supported. We can't have counter-charging Yari Samurai taking out 10 or 20 Katana Samurai every time they get a charge off. So what I'm going to try and do with the Katanas is make the most of their charge bonus and only give them protracted good fights against units like bows and Yari Ashigaru. I'm not going to leave them in a melee with 5 XP Yari Samurai in a head-on fight. I'm going to try and use Yari walls on slopes to take the aggro from these units. All of these units here are really solid in a melee, and I'm going to have to outfight them. So I'm taking up good positions to absorb the brunt of the impact here from the Yari Samurai, and then I'm going to be charging through with katanas while flanking with cavalry. And the massive block is working and the rear guard are in position, so I can focus on this fight now. And the katanas are going in. They're going to push their way through our Yari walls and find spaces between their Yari.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
And they're going to have good fights while the cavalry flank. And I see an early charge opportunity here and I go for it. And it works, it pays off because they just broke. That was a bit of a side/direct charge from those light cavalry there, but it worked. We took no losses and it was enough for the break. See how instrumental that was? So that cut the fight short for the Katana Samurai, so they took even less losses. So our units are working well together, and I'm taking aggro from the bows with the cavalry, and they're in trees and they're moving around. And then whenever there's an opportunity like that, they're popping out for the charge. And the fact that they're just behind their units causes morale debuffs and makes the fight shorter. So those Katana Samurai have had really good fights. They're already picking up XP, and the gap between them and the formidable enemy units is getting slimmer. So they're going to leave this fight a more robust unit than they entered it at this rate. That's really cool. And we're breaking our way along their line, and then we're moving in with the katanas to finish the bows, which are already wavering. And that's it. That was really good. And over here, early charges from the cavalry have been blocked. If they were to have gotten the high ground on us, this would have all fallen apart. So the fact that we blocked all of those units from coming up here, there were also Yari Samurai in the trees just ahead there, and they've been blocked, and we had really good fights. Those Yari walls on the hill made this work. We were able to defeat and detail all of these groups, starting with this one. Yasunaga himself is waiting for the reinforcements to arrive, and then here they come up the hill. This is like 5,000 on the way, coming into the map right now, and that's 1,000 or 2,000 there, and they're tired, and they're coming up the hill into Yari walls, but I can do even better than that. These are not the high XP ones either. We just demolished a good chunk of the high XP Yari Samurai. These are mostly vanilla, or 1 or 2 XP. So now I'm sending the katanas in again through the Yari walls, and I'm trying to block. I can't have any of their units coming around. And this is it. They're packing in, and I'm doing my best to just push my Yari walls down into this. And I'm sending the cavalry in. They're going all the way around this big mound. Oh man, these Yari walls are slow. So many Yari walls to manage. but there's a lot of threats that we need to deal with, so we do need all these Yari walls. This is good. And the bows at the back are moving forward, and there's units coming into the map as well, and our rear guard has been unmolested, which doesn't usually happen. Usually they send some units up to try and get a flank. Peace of mind is worth it. And the cavalry are about to start doing their business again. The line's buckling, there's rapid advanced routing Yari samurai shooting down the hill, and here we go, I'm sending the light cavalry around. Cavalry groups going around, and we're just waiting for that right moment. And I see wavering and I go for it. Everything get in there. Katanas charging through our Yari walls, cavalry charging into the back of them. Oh man, it's perfect. And we really needed that. And I'm pushing through. They're getting massacred, but it's not over yet. That was the second stage of the fight. There's more. And I'm getting the bows, I'm pinning the bows down, perhaps routing them, just like that, going for it. And I'm sending the katanas. I was really quick with getting the katanas down here. They were running slowly up the hill to get to the top, and then they had a quick run down the hill. So that's what I need to do now. Keep the pace. I need to get down and stem the tide. Put the finger in the dike, because there's going to be another 2,000 or 3,000 coming into the map from down there, and then we're going to have units coming from up at Yasunaga as well to try and harass us while we attack the reinforcements. So they're in the trees, firing up and getting a few kills, but it's not enough. They're not doing enough damage. They're not even slowing us down. And I'm just pushing through now. I'm doing my best to ignore this. So I'm sending the katanas in to charge these guys, and I'm sending the Yari walls on, because those charge bonuses mean instant damage, and that's what we need here. Instant damage over and over and over again, without any counter charge. And with any fights against high quality units being cut short by support. And that's how you use Katana Samurai. Look at that, they've got 3 XP with 20 losses on each unit. They are picking up potency faster than they're losing it. That is a stronger unit than it was at the start of the fight. Even though it's been coming up against high XP Samurai. 4 XP! 4 XP Katana Samurai! Jesus. And now I'm sending units around here. They're going to pitch up a Yari wall and start eating into the flanks of these bows. Perfect. So they've got a pretty advanced position, and they're causing morale penalties, and they're doing damage. And these trees are shielding us from all of these bows. Look at all of these arrows in the air, and they're doing relatively little damage. And this is what I was worried about, that they would make it up this slope and take us in a fair fight in the open and manage to overwhelm us. And also these guys are coming down the hill into our Yari walls. They're coming down the hill into us, but we have XP now. We've got units with 5 XP, so these guys are already battle hardened veterans, so they can withstand a protracted uphill fight against some Yari samurai. Hopefully, they have to, while I work on this. And I'm trying to get these units down there to fucking stem this tide, because I don't know how many more units are coming into the map. There's thousands and thousands of them. So I need to get some Katana Samurai down there, some Yari walls down there, pushing them down that slope. And they're coming for the cavalry. So I'm getting pressure put on me now. I need to get my cavalry out of there. And I need to send some katanas into this fragmented, spread out Yari Ashigaru and route it. And that's what I'm doing, I think. Yep. Nice. So we have good positions here. We've caught these Yari Samurai that were coming down to flank. And they're trying to spread out, so I need to intercept them. I need to keep them pinned down and keep my maneuverability high so I can get positions on them. And it's working. All of our units are being mobilised effectively here. And they've got some nice flanks opening up, so I can start taking charges to do a lot of bad damage. And there's a unit of bows that's shaking, and I'm going for it. And yeah, look at all these banners flashing. Here we go. So this is going to give us access to that slope, and then I need to push them onto that slope. I need to kill them faster than they can come up, and that's what I'm going for. And I think it's mostly bows that are left behind on that slope. There might be a few units of Yari left. And also I'm trying to block this entry point as well, that's also on my mind. I want to block all of these entry points and catch them. And then if I can cause a chain route here with low losses, then the guys attacking the fort, currently trying to get into the fort and chewing through my bows, they might rout from the futility of the fight. So that's what I'm going for. It's a gambit. Let's see if it pays off. Alright, here we go. We've pushed them back to the slope, and it seems like nothing else is coming into the map. We've just ate through this horde. We've just absolutely chewed through them with well deployed katanas. Still got 116 and 130 on the katana samurai, and here we go. They're all flashing. Boashigaru, and I'm pushing down. Ignore them, push through, get through, and they go. They've all routed. Shattered. One of them shattered, 2 more to shatter. And I'm just hedging myself here against more reinforcements, just in case. But it looks like that's it. And now I'm sending my cavalry up, and yeah, look at that. That was when I knew I had it. Look at the balance of power, it's still 50-50, but... oh man. But... oh my god.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Oh my god, man. Holy shit, man. Holy fuck. Yeah, so they were about to win. They were about to overcome the defending bows. They were about to win. But because we annihilated the reinforcements so hard, even though the balance of power was pretty much even, the guys that were about to win all just decided to leg it. Oh my god, 900 kills, holy fuck. 900 kills with a unit of katana samurai with 1 XP against Yaru samurai. And just like that, we have made 5 XP katana samurai out of nothing. And notice how I mostly utilised the katana samurai for this, and the retainers only have 1 XP. I was focusing on getting those katana samurai stretched out in long lines and charging over and over and over again and supporting them so they had short fights. So all that's really coming into play is that high charge bonus over and over and over again. And I really recommend people use Nodashi Samurai more, because I think if we had Nodashi Samurai instead of Katana Samurai, they could have taken even less casualties and they could have done even more damage, and this victory could have been even more emphatic. Look at that, 1,100 kills now. They had 900 kills during the actual fight and 200 during the mop-up. 1,100 kills on 1 unit Katana Samurai. That is more than the casualties of our entire army. That Katana Samurai inflicted more damage than the horde of 8,200 that we just came up against. That 1 unit outperformed. What the fuck? Close fucking victory mass, what the fuck? Yeah, that 1 unit outperformed their entire army. When you put it like that, it's kinda a holy shit moment. Oh my god, fucking wiped out. Fucking wiped out. Holy crap. And all units survived. Yes, Naga's bald head survived. Four-star Yasunaga. Yeah, all of our units survived, and we almost wiped them out, the whole army. And we didn't even need to use that slope really. We fought them and just destroyed them with pure combined arms finesse. So yeah, that is That was really, really satisfying. And yeah, that man, good replenish as well. That totally turns it around. The Boar Ronin survived. Oh man. Yeah, because I noticed they had 9 men. Nice. And that's it. Thanks to SGT Angel for the save, and see you next time. Keep them coming. I have a Patreon page for if you like the videos enough to want to support their production. Special thanks to Matteo Olivetti, Nerdington, the Rody451, Halcyon, William Balangari, and Robert Sparks.